How you guys doing? This JLC right here at the pigeon loft, and just out here looking at the pigeons, and just decided to make a little video. I think my last video I made a pigeon video, but hey, well, seems like everybody loves my pigeon videos. So decided sometimes I make a double kikiriki video, so might as well make a double pigeon video, huh? So yeah, here we go, and let me know what you guys think. You guys enjoy the pigeon videos, or the kikiriki videos, or rabbit videos, or bird videos, or every video I make. So I was just gonna feed them right now. So can do a little, like a little how do you say, recap of how they eat. This is how the whole line goes right here. And then the good thing about this is that all the stuff that falls, the chickens down there usually get it, you know. So then because you know how pigeons are, look at that, they scratch and eat. They scratch and eat. They just trying to eat whatever they want to eat. So you got the chickens and you got the ducks down here ready to catch everything that falls, and that's what they're eating. And then you got some of the other pigeons outside doing the same. That one right there is my tiger grizzle. I know somebody had asked me, like, where do I get my chocolate ones? And then that's the one that usually produce them. That one right there is the one that produced this cream lucky chocolate one. And then my other chocolate females that I have over there, they all come from him. Usually him, and then I think her. That's his mate right there. Yeah, it is her, this black and white one. And before that, I used to have them paired up with the female that was like the same color as that young pigeon right there. And that's where I got my other chocolate females that I got over there. But they all came from this black and white tiger grizzle that I got. There's the roller right there. She's out here trying to hang around. And then I leave the bucket open. I know last time I remember last time I said I was gonna go get some food because I was like running low. So yeah, I went and got this right here, filled it up. And then this is usually the bag that I buy for them. The 80-pound Don Roberto mix. That's usually what I feed the pigeons. Sometimes I mix it with like a bag of chicken scratch. And this is what I usually get right here. This is what it is. You know. This is usually the food I be feeding them. Usually I do one of these buckets for each cage, like one for them and then one for them over here. They're out here waiting to be fed, even though they still got food from I fed them, but Usually like the crack corn, they're usually kind of picky over the crack corn. But if I don't feed them for the whole day, they'll eat it. But I fed them in the morning, so I'm just gonna feed them a little bit. That way they don't just waste the food, you know. And then I brought in a bunch of grass and dried up grass, put it all in here, and a lot of them got their nests fixed up. On my last video, I saw you guys. I remember I was showing you guys how I was fixing it up. So yeah, a lot of them, they fixed up their nest. And then even these right here, they fixed up their nest too. And then right here I got the new little baby ones. And then right here I got these ones right here sitting on eggs. And then right here I got one baby that he was just born. Only one hatched. I think right here I got one baby. I remember I had put in these eggs, but they're probably rotten. They haven't hatched, so yeah, they're probably not good. I don't know about that one, but this one doesn't look good. But yeah, there they are. And then these right here too. They got the babies right there in the corner. And then right here they got eggs. They all got the fresh grass and straw that I had put them in here so they can fix up their nest, you know. Today I was telling you about my chocolate female. See, this chocolate female comes from him. And then that female over there sitting on eggs comes from him as well. And then my two grizzles that I have over there come from him as well. But yeah, this is one of my chocolate female comes from him. And then over here, this one is kind of like her, but she's like a more solid chocolate. She comes from him as well. And then I think I have another one over here that also comes from him. Oh yeah, she's right over there. She's more like a darker chocolate color. I don't know if you guys you can see her over there in the corner. Right there. She also comes from him as well. But she's like a more darker chocolate. And then right here, they got these right here, same thing. I put some straw in here. They fixed up their nest. They got their eggs right there. And then these are the babies. Usually on the babies I put some too, but they always be pooping all over the sides, so. But yeah, here's the little babies. Look at them. This one looks like a little cream yellow one, and then maybe this one will probably be a chocolate. They come from that yellow female, and then that one male, he's right there on the corner. Yep, they come from him, and then the yellow female. And then these two babies, they come from the chocolate female that I was just showing you. I like how that one came out, kind of like a chocolatey grizzle. Look at them. Pretty nice color. I don't know if you guys like that color. Let me know down in the comments. Looks pretty nice. I like the color. Even has the white right there on the chest, under the chin right there. And then that one's the brother to that one, this white one. So this one and that one, they come together. This one or is it the one that's underneath? I don't know, one of those two. I think this is the one that was right here on the top. Yeah, it is the one that's underneath. But yeah, these are the three babies that were born here. And then I got one pigeon sitting on eggs right there. And then I got this one sitting on eggs, these white ones as well. See, they still have food from earlier, so I'm not gonna feed them. So yeah, there they are. They're all just hanging out. Yeah, they're all just hanging out right here. You see my yellow one, the white one, yellow bar, my brown female right there. I think I'm hoping this one's a female so I can pair it up with that big brown male that I got. Looks like they're taking off. And then I got these up here. And then you got that little new splash one too. And then that's that new roller baby pigeon. Just hangs out up here already. So they're all just hanging out up here. There's that grizzle one right there. I remember back in the days when I was young and I used to have pigeons, I always wanted to have color pigeons. I always had blue ones and dark ones and whatever pigeons I could catch at the dairies or wherever I can catch pigeons, I would have like all sorts of different kinds of colors. And I always wanted to have white ones and splash ones and brown ones and yellow ones, all the colors, but sometimes I could never find them. Sometimes I would go to the swamp meets and whatever pigeons I could get over there, I would go for them, you know. And I would have like all kinds of pigeons until I think when I was like around 15, I met this one guy. He told me I had nothing but junk pigeons from the dairies and stuff. And he ended up giving me some, like, I think it was 3 pairs of homers. And that's where I got started with my homers. Yeah, it's a crazy story. But yeah, that's why I like having all these color pigeons, you know, because when I was younger, I always wanted to have white ones, brown ones, splash ones, yellow ones, whatever colors, you know, that were out there. Sometimes I see colors out there that I've never had. And I will mix pigeons, regular pigeons with fantails and get all sorts of different kinds of pigeons. Now, I just keep it all with the homers and I like having the rollers too. That's why I have them. Yeah, I think that one baby's gonna turn out like the dad. Pigeons are just out here having fun. Let's see if these guys already ate. Oh yeah, and then right here, I don't know if I remember telling you guys, I think the snake must have got my babies in here. But I got this one that they started laying eggs the other day. Yeah, they're already sitting on both eggs. And they got that one older baby right there. And then, oh, here's my chicken. This is the chicken that the snake was eating her eggs the other day. And I think her babies were starting to hatch too today. Yep, here they are, look at. There's one little baby. So far we got one. The other eggs, they don't seem like they're hatching yet. So far we got one, and there's another one. He's starting to hatch. You can see them moving in there. Look at them. So pretty soon that one will be hatching. Yeah, and the damn snake ended up eating 2 of them. And there's the mom chicken. And there it is, baby chicks. And let's check out these from right now. Let's see. Over here too. Remember I told you that I got this one. They laid eggs right here. That's the 2 yellow ones. And then I got the 2 baby ones over here. Let's start. This one looks pretty nice. Let's see if I can put them up here. Show you guys a little closer look at its color. That one is pretty nice. Looks like a little grizzle. And then I got my grizzles already starting to sit eggs on their eggs again right here. I think last time damn snakes ate their babies. And their babies are already like 4 or 5 days old. I think about 3 to 4 days old. And then there's these right here. They're already starting to fly. And then I got these over here sitting on this 1 egg. These blue ones. Got her sitting on eggs. You guys remember her baby she had up here? Probably got killed by the damn snake too. That's why she ended up moving down here. And there's these 2 babies already on the bottom. And you can see in the back my rabbit likes to hang out over there, and there's a cave right there. So yeah, these guys, they like hanging out on the bottom. There's that new brown one that my buddy gave me. Like this one, he wants to come back in here. There was a baby that was born in here, but he belongs out there with the flyers now. And these, pretty soon I'm gonna have to put them over there too. Same goes for these 2. But yeah, there's all the pigeons right here, you know. Got all the homers. Threw all this straw in here, so if they want to pick it up and fix their nesters up. So, and then this female, she doesn't want to sit on her eggs until I get out. There's my blue bars, my brown bar. Maybe this guy, he's gonna start sitting on eggs too. I see him, he's in there in his nest box. There's my tiger grizzle, the one that has those 2 babies. He's the one that produces all the chocolates. So yeah, there's all the pigeons right here. And then these right here, I ended up putting them back in here because I don't know, they weren't sitting on their eggs properly. The female she laid eggs, but then the male will go on the other cage, and sometimes I close that door so he wouldn't come out, and then she'll get out and go get in that cage, and then their eggs were not being sit on. So I ended up putting them back in here because they wouldn't just stay out here. Same thing with the chocolate female over here too, with the white male. I may have to just close the door because they keep going into the flyer cage and they want to sleep in there, and then they don't come out here and take care of their eggs. These, I let them stay free because they come in and out, and at night they go back into this cage and they go to sleep. So they do pretty good. Let's check out the rollers too. On the rollers, I don't know, they have babies, but they usually just have one here, one there. And this one, they started sitting on eggs right here. And here they got one baby. And then right here they got two babies. Oh yeah, here's the rollers. Yeah, well, let me know what you guys think, and if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you guys next time, you know, right here at JLC's Pigeon Loft. And like always, thanks for watching, and if you haven't gave it a like, give it a like, and if you'd like to subscribe, give me a subscription, and thanks for watching.